Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Today, we're talking about something that many shy away from, a topic whispered in hallways, giggled at in ignorance, and often misunderstood. Why older people smell like urine and how to remove it permanently. 7 mistakes. But this isn't just about odor. This is about dignity. This is about care. This is about respect. Aging is not a curse. It is a gift, a testament to survival, to wisdom, and to endurance. Yet many seniors battle a hidden struggle that slowly chips away at their confidence and quality of life, the embarrassing smell often linked to aging bodies. Aging is often viewed with a mix of reverence and fear. People admire longevity, but they're scared of what comes with it: loss of energy, independence, and control. One of the lesser discussed topics that causes discomfort is the change in body odor, particularly the issue of smelling like urine. It's not a glamorous topic, but it's a real one, and it speaks to something deeper: the societal perception of aging itself. When we think of growing old, too often the image is not of a wise, graceful elder, but of someone struggling to maintain basic hygiene. That needs to change. Aging is a gift, an opportunity denied to many. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, every slow step is proof of a life lived. It is proof of battles fought and lessons learned. Dismissing older people because of something as solvable as an odor problem is not just unfair, it is dehumanizing. It's critical to reframe how we talk about this issue. When someone notices that an older adult smells like urine, the automatic reaction is often discomfort or judgment. But we need to shift that response to curiosity and care. Why is this happening? What support does this person need? What systems have failed to protect their dignity? The presence of odor is not a sign of failure on their part. It's a sign that someone needs help. And when we start to think like that, we stop blaming people for their struggles and start becoming part of the solution. Aging with dignity should be the standard, not the exception, but that only happens when we make it a priority. Cultural beliefs also play a role. In some societies, elders are revered, but in others they are tucked away, forgotten, and their needs minimized. We must bring back the honor and respect that aging deserves. Just because someone grows old doesn't mean their life is any less valuable or their presence any less meaningful. If an older adult smells of urine, that is not a reflection of their worth. It's a sign that they are dealing with something real, perhaps incontinence, illness, or mobility issues, and that they need understanding, not avoidance. The smell associated with aging, especially one linked to urine, is a symptom, not an identity. It does not define a person, it does not sum up their story, and it certainly doesn't reflect who they are inside. When we define people by their challenges, we strip them of their humanity. No one wants to be remembered for a condition they couldn't control. They want to be remembered for who they were, their laughter, their wisdom, their strength. So it's our job to look past the surface, to see the person beyond the smell. Too often, people assume that an older adult who smells bad is careless or lazy. That assumption is not only wrong, it's damaging. Most elders feel deep embarrassment about this issue. They don't talk about it because they fear shame or ridicule. That silence traps them in isolation. It creates a barrier between them and the people who could help. The truth is that many older adults are doing the best they can. They may be battling arthritis that makes it hard to clean themselves properly. They may be on medications that cause incontinence, or they may simply lack the resources or assistance they need. Education is key. The more we understand about what causes this kind of odor, the biology, the medication side effects, the dietary factors, the more we're equipped to solve it. And solving it means more than just using deodorants or cleaning supplies. It means building systems of care. It means teaching families how to help. It means training caregivers to notice warning signs. And most importantly, it means reminding older adults that their worth is not diminished by a smell. When we see odor as a medical or logistical issue instead of a personal failure, we break the chains of shame, we restore dignity, we honor the journey of aging as something powerful, valuable, and deeply human. There are many issues in life that seem complex, but often come down to a few consistent, avoidable mistakes. The problem of older people smelling like urine is no different. It's not an inevitable part of aging. It's a consequence of daily actions or inactions that add up over time. When we identify and address these mistakes, we begin to see real change. The first mistake is assuming incontinence is untreatable or unavoidable. Many believe it is simply something that comes with age, but that's not always true. There are medical treatments, pelvic floor exercises, dietary changes, and even small behavioral shifts that can reduce or eliminate the issue altogether. But if no one talks about it, and if shame keeps people silent, they never get the help they need. Another common mistake is poor hygiene routines. This doesn't mean the person is unclean or doesn't care. It could mean they're physically unable to bathe regularly due to arthritis, limited mobility, or fear of slipping in the bathroom. In some cases, it means no one is helping them when they clearly need assistance. Using the wrong products or not cleaning certain areas thoroughly can leave lingering smells, and using masking agents like strong perfumes can make it worse by mixing scents instead of solving the root cause. Understanding the importance of tailored hygiene routines is critical. Not all soaps and wipes work the same, and not all older adults can follow routines they once did in their youth. Mistakes like not changing incontinence pads frequently or leaving soiled clothes unwashed lead to odors that grow stronger over time. Another overlooked mistake is not staying properly hydrated. It sounds small, but it makes a big difference. When the body is dehydrated, urine becomes more concentrated and pungent. Older adults often drink less water, either because they fear more frequent urination or because their sense of thirst decreases with age. This small habit leads to more noticeable smells, and it's easily preventable with encouragement, reminders, or even adding hydration aids like flavored water or scheduled drinking times. Medication side effects are another major culprit. Some prescriptions alter urine smell or increase incontinence, yet people rarely make the connection, and doctors sometimes miss it too. Adjusting medication or dosage with professional guidance can make a big difference. Ignoring laundry habits is another mistake. Wearing clothes multiple times or not properly washing bedding and undergarments allows the odor to linger and even spread. A consistent laundry routine with enzyme-based detergents can help break down odor, causing elements that standard soaps don't touch. These mistakes are often invisible to the outside world, yet they create suffering that can be felt deeply. When we educate caregivers, family members, and seniors themselves about these missteps, we empower them. It's not about blame, it's about reclaiming control. Each small change builds momentum. Each correction leads to better quality of life. And when we commit to identifying and correcting these common errors, we don't just eliminate odor, we eliminate shame, frustration, and emotional distance. One of the most damaging things about this issue is that no one talks about it. When there's a persistent smell, people feel uncomfortable, but they rarely address it directly. Silence becomes the enemy. Older adults sense the judgment, feel the isolation, and begin to believe something is wrong with them. That's where open dialogue becomes not just helpful, it becomes healing. We need to talk about hygiene, about bodily changes, about incontinence, and about smell, not as sources of embarrassment, but as challenges that have real solutions. When we open the door to conversation, we allow truth to enter. We make it safe for older people to say, "I need help." We make it easier for families to step up and support without shame, and we equip professionals to do their jobs with empathy and skill. The ability to speak openly about a difficult topic is a form of empowerment. It says, "You are not alone, your problems are not unique, and there is hope." Removing stigma requires courage. It requires us to ask uncomfortable questions and listen with an open heart. But the results are transformational. An older person who feels safe to speak is one who can access care. A family that stops whispering and starts understanding becomes a team of advocates. A society that talks openly about these issues becomes a society that uplifts its elders rather than isolates them. Dialogue is the bridge between silence and support, between shame and strength. When we embrace it, we create space for dignity to thrive. Solving the problem of urine odor in older adults goes far beyond surface level fixes. Spraying air fresheners or using scented lotions might mask the issue temporarily, but they don't address the underlying causes. What creates permanent change is holistic attention, a full spectrum approach that sees the body, mind, and environment as connected. When older adults are supported in every aspect of their health and daily routine, we see not just cleaner living conditions, but stronger self-esteem, better health outcomes, and deeper emotional well-being. A holistic solution means paying attention to hydration, nutrition, personal care, mental health, and even the emotional environment they live in. One of the root causes of persistent odor is chronic dehydration. As people age, their sense of thirst diminishes, which leads them to drink less water. When the body is not adequately hydrated, urine becomes concentrated, darker in color, and far more odorous. Encouraging hydration doesn't mean handing someone a water bottle and walking away. It means making drinking water a habit, integrating it into routines, flavoring it if necessary, and creating an environment where drinking more feels easy and natural. Addressing hydration is simple, yet incredibly powerful. Diet also plays a major role. Certain foods, especially those high in sulfur or protein, can influence how the body smells. Medications that seniors often take can interact with diet in ways that change the chemical composition of bodily fluids. Educating older adults and their caregivers about how certain foods, vitamins, or supplements might contribute to odor is a step towards sustainable change. It's about making informed choices, not drastic ones, and showing that even small improvements in diet can lead to significant changes in how the body feels and smells. Cleanliness is essential, but so is the method used. Many soaps and cleaning products do not eliminate in odor at a chemical level, they only cover it. Using enzyme-based cleaners for laundry and proper personal hygiene items that neutralize rather than mask can break the cycle. Ensuring that clothes, sheets, and furniture are properly cleaned and aired out is part of the holistic picture. If an older adult is sleeping on a mattress that hasn't been protected or cleaned properly, that odor will persist no matter how often they bathe. Support systems are also part of holistic care. If someone is struggling to maintain hygiene due to limited mobility or memory issues, no amount of air freshener will solve the problem. What they need is help. Someone who can assist with bathroom routines, guide them through clothing changes, and remind them of daily hygiene. Caregivers and family members become a crucial part of this holistic approach, and when they are trained, informed, and motivated, the results are life-changing. Empowerment is the emotional force behind all these changes. An older adult who feels empowered is someone who believes they still have control over their life, body, and choices. When people feel helpless, they give up. They stop trying. But when they feel supported, understood, and equipped with knowledge, they engage. They try, they hope. Removing odor is not about embarrassment. It's about restoring that sense of control, and with control comes confidence. Empowering older adults starts with one simple truth: they deserve it. They deserve to feel fresh, clean, and confident. They deserve to walk into a room without fearing judgment. They deserve products that work for their specific needs, environments that support their independence, and people who treat them with patience and respect. Empowerment is not a gift we give them. It's a right they already have. We simply need to stop taking it away. Every time we choose to educate instead of ignore, assist instead of accuse, and uplift instead of dismiss, we are building a culture that respects aging. And in doing so, we create a better future for everyone, because aging is not just their journey, it's ours too. The way we treat our elders today teaches the next generation how to treat us tomorrow. Empowerment, at its core, is about passing down that message of value and worth. It's about showing that dignity is not dependent on youth, but on how we care for each other at every stage of life.